Okay, we are here for our
34th?
Sure.
We'll go with 34. At this point, like, I mean, when they get older, when the number gets higher than the age that I'm at,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter at all.
It's not higher than the age that I'm at. Okay, books.
Books!
We have so many more books. I'm Eliza.
I'm Amber.
And yeah, people who have been waiting, get excited. We're going to go through these really fast. Katherine Coulter, The Sixth Day, writing with J.T. Ellison, and that is sort of a suspense thriller.
James Patterson and Rhys Jones, Princess, a private novel. So this is part of a series, I assume.
Yeah, the private.
Like
some of them all have the word private in the title. The Favorite Sister. This definitely looks like suspense. Oh, and she wrote Luckiest Girl Alive.
Another fan favorite, David Baldacci, The Fallen.
This is a personal favorite. I haven't read this book yet, but Lisa Jewell, Then She Was Gone, and I read her two other books, which are both sort of suspense, mystery type books, and they were really good, so I'm excited about this one.
It looks so familiar.
Taking it.
Like the cover looks similar to something else.
I think all her covers are a little bit similar style. The first one is called The Girls in the Garden. I really liked that one.
The Room on Rue Amelie by Kristin Harmel. Kristin Harmel. It looks like maybe a historical fiction. Yeah, in Paris in 1939.
Brian Freeman, Alter Ego. This looks like it says psychological suspense, and it looks like there's probably murder because there's blood on the cover.
Yeah, blood on the cover is always a sign.
A freak auto accident kills a driver in Duluth, and then the driver turns out to be a ghost with all false information. So we have to figure that out. Like they have a false ID, so whoever was killed isn't really the person who was killed.
Next up is The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This looks like another, yes, it's a suspense novel by the author of The Haunting of Maddie Clare. Looks like it takes place both in Vermont 1950 and Vermont 2014.
Well, that's kind of cool that it's got like a local-ish. Yeah, local-ish. Amanda Quick, The Other Lady Vanishes. I don't know, is this romance or suspense?
I don't really know what she writes.
I don't really know either.
She has a decent following.
Yeah, a lot of fans. Oh, it's the same person as Jane Ann Krentz. Amanda Quick.
My Dear Hamilton, a novel of Eliza Schuler Hamilton.
So there's this musical called Hamilton that was kind of popular.
Is that what this is about?
No. I just think that's why everybody's into Hamilton-esque things now.
And this is fiction. It looks kind of like it might not be, but it is fiction.
The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn.
Oh, this looks so... Don't we already have this?
This is the one that has like 800 holds. So we had to get a second copy. Everybody wants it. You might want it too.
The Recipe Box by Viola Shipman. I don't think I've heard of this author before, but The Recipe Box.
Never heard of her.
It sounds like family drama in Michigan.
I can't remember whose turn it is.
We had to pause for a minute. Nancy Thayer, A Nantucket Wedding. And that's kind of, does she do like romance? Yeah.
Martha Grimes, The Knowledge, a Richard Jury mystery.
I like some more mystery, right?
Yeah. A lot of people want mysteries, and also I have to say I really like the title, The Knowledge. It's just very intriguing.
Yeah, it's intriguing, a little mysterious. Mary Balogh, Someone to Care.
The paperback.
Paperbacks.
Especially for the beach, paperbacks are good.
Oh, yes.
And they're easier to keep from getting sandy.
This looks like a fictional romance, maybe.
Something a little more serious, Julian Barnes, The Only Story. He writes sort of more literary novels. He won the Man Booker Prize for one of his books.
This is a nonfiction, The Recovering, Intoxication and Its Aftermath by Leslie Jameson. Is this about addiction or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nonfiction.
Sometimes recovery is more gripping than addiction.
It's only better. I'm so excited about this one, Pachinko, which I am listening to on audiobook now. And this was actually published a little while ago, and I missed it. I didn't get it for the library. I didn't know about it. And people kept saying, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And so that's cool because I got the paperback, and I really like the cover. It's historical fiction set in South Korea starting at the turn of the 20th century.
Cool. On a totally separate note, Dean Koontz has a new book called The Crooked Staircase. It's a Jane Hawk novel. So,
Other People's Houses by Abby Waxman.
She wrote The Garden of Small Beginnings.
Yeah, it sounds like sort of maybe a funny book about
Other people,
life
and their houses. My Oxford Year by Julia Whalen. I'm assuming it's about a student at Oxford.
Oh, she goes to England on a Rhodes Scholarship.
So that should be exciting.
Secret Empires. This is nonfiction by the author of Clinton Cash, and I think it's about how politicians get a lot of money doing things that maybe aren't completely above board.
See, I'm kind of interested in that. I didn't think that I would be, but seeing that book, I'm like, I kind of want to know more.
And also, the review, I remember, said it was really like both sides of the aisle. Like, it wasn't just targeting Democrats or Republicans. It was like everybody's involved in this.
The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. This looks
Another
interesting.
cool cover title. I don't know. It feels like you could expect anything from it.
It has to do with someone who's in prison and other people in the outside world. Looks like a kind of a dramatic, real life kind of book.
I'm not going to pronounce his last name, but Warlight by Michael O. And what has he written? Oh, The English Patients. Something a lot of people really loved.
How to Walk Away by Katherine Center, and this is not a how-to novel. This is just fiction.
So it's about a woman who goes up in an airplane with her, I think, fiance, and he's flying, like it's one of those little airplanes, and he crashes the airplane, and he walks away, and she's completely paralyzed, and I don't mean just he walks away from the plane. I think he actually like walks away from their whole relationship because she's paralyzed, and so she has a lot of things to get through. But I think it will appeal to people who liked Jojo Mo's Me Before You. Another one I'm excited about, The Dark Angel by Elly Griffiths, which is a mystery series about an archaeologist who gets involved with solving mysteries with the police and also is a single mom. And I really like the sort of, for me, the mysteries are good, but the character element I really like.
Anne Perry's 21 Days, a Daniel Pitt novel.
Happiness. This one's set in London, and it's about, I think it's about a woman who's studying foxes who are living in London, despite the fact that it's a big city. Apparently there's lots of foxes. And then I think she somehow gets involved with someone who's working with refugees. And so it's sort of looking at sort of people and animals who are living in the cracks. And it's got a really cool cover.
It's got a really unique cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it got amazing reviews.
Not That I Could Tell by Jessica Strasser.
It says for fans of Leanne Moriarty, like Big Little Lies.
So like women and mysteries and secrets and yeah.
Everybody wants to say for fans of Leanne Moriarty because there are like 15 million fans of Leanne Moriarty, but It looks good. Okay. I am 17 Brushes with Death, and this is a memoir.
And it was highly recommended by someone who comes to this library.
A patron came in telling us they really liked it.
A Higher Loyalty, Truth, Lies, and Leadership by James Comey, and this is a biography, in case you couldn't gather that.
A bio? It's not a bio. It's like
It's listed as a biography here.
But it's written by him.
Yeah,
it's like his own, by him. It's an autobiography,
but for us it's the same as a biography.
We just have one section.
Yeah.
Oh, Little Fires Everywhere. I think this is also a second copy for a book that just had a crazy number of holds, and also another book where I feel like patrons have just come in and sort of grabbed us by the collar and gone like, this is amazing.
It's always good when that happens. It's not quite that dramatic. It's good when it happens. By Invitation Only by Dorothea Benton Frank. South Carolina, Millionaires, Celebrated Elite.
A fun read for the summer. Last book, we made it through that huge pile, The Home for Unwanted Girls. This has a cover that I feel like elicits a lot of pathos with the little girl's feet.
She wrote The Finishing School.
1950s Quebec. Oh.
So historical fiction.
Yeah. Yeah. A girl gets pregnant as a teenager and gives up her baby for adoption, and then she's raised in the orphanage system.
Well, that's the end of our box.
But it's a long video. As a treat for making it to the end, we have some DVDs. This is a really long video, but just gotta.
I mean, we'll have a list of all of the books we include.
This is gonna be worth it.
You really have to watch it if you don't.
Be worth it.
The one's upside down.
Black Panther.
Well played. Oh, we just got this, but we've just got the first season.
And now we got season 2.
Yeah, Forgotten.
It's a new BBC crime drama.
Yeah.
And last of all, Mum, the television series, which I just suspect is going to be funny based on the facial expressions of the people on the cover.
And it says brilliantly funny on the cover.
Oh, and it says brilliantly funny. I didn't read that. That was too small for me to read, but another clue.
We're done. 12 minutes. Sorry.
Bye.